Now let's see how we'll tune the violin. So in Carnatic music, we have something called as Aadhara Shruthi. Each artist has their own reference pitch. My Aadhara Shruthi is D sharp. So that means my bass note Sa is D sharp. For our convenience, let us keep the Aadhara Shruthi same. And for tuning, if you're already a trained Carnatic musician, if you can detect the pitch of any instrument relative to the Tanpura, then you can just turn on the Tanpura app, switch it to D sharp, and tune the violin based on that. So, what we are doing is 1, 2, 3, 4. We are counting from the thinnest string, right? The thinnest is the first string, second, third, fourth. So, here what we are tuning to is the first and third we are tuning to Pa, the second and fourth we are tuning to Sa. The only difference is the third and fourth is in the lower octave. So the second string is our Aadhara Shruthi. If you are not able to tune using the ears, you can use any kind of chromatic tuner to tune the violin. First string is A sharp 4, second string is D sharp 4, third string is A sharp 3, and fourth string is D sharp 3. So we are tuning the violin according to this. I'll repeat it again: A sharp 4, D sharp 4, A sharp 3, D sharp 3. So that is how you tune the violin. We will see how to tune the violin using the apps, both Android and in iOS. In tuner pitch, we have to ensure that instrument tuning mode is not on. We don't want that because this is majorly for Western classical tuning. This is not useful for us. So we will be turning that off. Here on G strings, you should ensure that this is not locked. If it is locked, it won't act based on what it is hearing. So you should unlock this. As already mentioned, we have to tune the first string to A sharp 4, second string to D sharp 4, third string to A sharp 3, and fourth string to D sharp 3. So let's do the second string first, because this is the Shadja, this is our Aadhara Shruthi, that is the reference pitch. So first we will tune the second string to D sharp 4. So right now it is at C4. We need to increase it, right? So if we want a lot of adjustments, we can use the pegs. If you want slight adjustments, you can do it here. Right now I am doing it from here. So it's D sharp 4 now. It's exactly at the center. The arrow mark is at the center on both the apps. See? So the second string is now at D sharp 4. As you can see. Now let's move on to the first string. So it is at B4 now. That means we have to reduce it to A sharp 4, right? So we will reduce that now, loosening the screw. Yes, it is perfectly at A sharp 4 now. So that is the key concept. If you have to increase it, you have to tighten the screw. If you have to decrease it, you have to loosen the screws. The same applies here also. You have to tighten it if you want to increase the pitch. If you want to decrease the pitch, you have to loosen the pegs. Now let's go to the third string, which should be at A sharp 3. Right now, let's see where it is at. It is at B3. That means we have to go lower. We should go to A sharp 3. Yes, that is enough. So that is A sharp 3. Now fourth string has gone very low. As you can see, it is at the second octave. It is showing 2. We want 3. First we have to increase it to the next octave. Let's make the 2 into 3 now. Yes, we have 3 now. It's at C right now. We have to go to D sharp, right? Yes, it's at D sharp 3 now. Slight 2 cents, that is enough, that is okay. And another caveat to remember is that is the one of the common problems students face when they are tuning the violin. So when they spin it like this without applying the inward force, what happens? The pegs will come back. They will spin backwards in the opposite direction. So when you are spinning the pegs, you apply inward force like this. So then the pegs will get stuck and it won't come back. So that is tuning the violin according to Carnatic Violin. Here our Aadhara Shruthi is D sharp. I'll quickly show you another app, that is Carnatic Raga. This is only available for Android. Of course it's available on iOS also, but the somehow tuner feature is not available in the iOS. So here in the Android, if you go to Carnatic Raga app and go to the tuner feature, here you have to set this S is equal to D sharp, that is 2.5. Now it knows that our Aadhara Shruthi is D sharp. So if you on the mic, now it's listening. So whatever you play right now, it will show which note you are playing, whether you are playing it correctly or not. So let's say I want to play Ga. The blue and red you could see, right? If I'm changing the position on purpose, if I make a mistake, so it is showing it is lower than Ga 3, right? If you want to play Ma, that is Ma. Suppose on purpose if I make a mistake, so it's lower than Ma 1. It is showing it as red and lower than Ma 1. So you can check any of the swaras based using this app Carnatic Raga, which has tuner inbuilt. If you want a similar kind of thing for iOS, you can easily set up a sheet with all of the swaras in it. I will give a spreadsheet or a document which will be in the description. You can check it out. Once you are done with the tuning of the violin, what you have to do is go to any Tanpura app. Here I will be using iTanpura on iOS and Bhima Tanpura on Android, but you can use any of the free versions and then set it to D sharp, swara panchama. Tempo you can choose depending on your liking, and then just start. Here also the same thing, you set the Tanpura to D sharp and then start playing. Only if you use Tanpura while practicing, your pitch memory will improve. Everybody can recognize pitch. I've seen it in every student that I've come across. Every person, if I sing a line of anything, let's say ta-da-ra, if I sing like this, you also can do that, right? In the same pitch. So what does that mean? Pitch recognition is in everybody. It's pitch memory that is what needs to be built, right? If I'm asking you to sing just after me, right after me, then you are able to do it. But if you're not able to, afterwards, after a while, that means it's the memory problem, right? So it's pitch memory that needs to be built. And we can do that by providing sufficient good data to your brain. So how do we do that? So that is why the practice of tuning the violin first and then using the Tanpura or Tamburi, so that the Aadhara Shruthi, the reference point, is constantly being fed to your brain, so that every note you play, it is seeing the difference between pitch A and pitch B, and it is constantly analyzing all this. So slowly it will form a memory where, okay, from Sa to Ga, it is this much difference. From Sa to Re, it is this much difference. Similarly, it will form the pitch memory to all the swaras. So once that is done, any song you listen to, you will be able to sing swaras immediately, instantaneously. So that is why from the beginning itself, you do these things. 1, tune the violin. 2, have Tanpura ring the Aadhara. Our Aadhara Shruthi is D sharp. Tanpura should be playing D sharp. And to know whether you are playing correctly or not, use the apps.